It taught me that it just reassured me that no matter what adversity you're going through, no matter what you're going through, bro, as long as you have God and you just have the determination and a goal in mind, you can make it through anything, honestly. Because even during the season we were losing all the time, I still had to have that steel mind to try to keep my teammates working hard and keep them from getting distracted and keeping myself in the game and locked in and knowing that I gotta just do what I gotta do for the sake of the team, whether we win or lose.
What's up, everybody? It's Off the Field with Isaiah Robinson. We got another special one for you guys today. We here with Caleb Grant. How you doing today, Caleb?
I'm doing great, man. It's a pleasure to be here.
Pleasure for you to be here as well. So, Caleb, you went from being a walk-on to being a team captain. First of all, what does your journey even mean to you?
Man, my journey means the most to me because I want my journey to reflect onto others and inspire others ultimately because I feel like that's what I was put on earth to do. I've always been an underdog my whole life, and I just want all the underdogs to look at my story and know that they can make it to the top and go to bowl games and be the team captains of their college teams too, because I wasn't always that, so I had to work to get there. But it's always been a dream of mine, and I'm still grinding.
So when you was on your walk-on before you even got your scholarship and everything, I know walk-on life isn't easy. Did you have to get another job to pay for school, or how was you getting your income to help yourself go through school?
Man, fortunately, I was blessed, man. Like, my father, he's in the military, so he had the VA benefit. So that covered like half. And then my mom helped out too, a lot. And I also took out loans. I was able to get put on full. That's how I was paying for my school.
Do you feel like you was getting treated any differently from being a walk-on than a scholarship player on the team?
I would say no, because the way I came in, like I was just giving it all I had. When I first came in, all my teammates and coaches, they nicknamed me Tackle Machine. And that's because I would just be flying around tackling everybody. So I really should have been on scholarship sooner than what I was. Everything happens for a reason. But after I proved myself and like all the older guys and all the coaches seeing I wasn't just a random, they treated me with respect and was always nice to me. I never got that freshman walk-on treatment because of how I came in.
So when did you get put on scholarship?
I got put on scholarship. Well, I had a partial scholarship after my freshman season, and it still wasn't paying much. But after each year, it started going up more and more because Morehouse don't have as much money as D1s would. At the end of my junior year, I got presented with a full scholarship, so I was very grateful for that.
But you was getting burned your sophomore year. It's not like you was getting no burn, right?
Yeah. So like freshman year, like I was playing, but of course I wasn't starting. But by the fourth game of my sophomore season, I was starting and I was playing quite a bit and doing pretty good. But the thing is, we had coaching changes like every year. They be doing their own thing. Each coach be doing their own thing with scholarships. So I kind of had to wait a little bit to get my full. But nonetheless, I love the game regardless. So I was just playing just to play for real.
It's funny, bro, because we played against you. I played at Savannah State. I played quarterback for them. What were we in 2023 year and when we fought? You remember when we had the big fight?
Oh, man, that was my dog Woomy, bro. He crashed out, man. Was that your senior year?
Yeah, that was my senior year. And it's crazy because I didn't even play that game because I was hurt. I remember I tore my labrum, so I was like,
I
man,
think we did talk about it in film. It was I remember they was talking about a quarterback that was hurt. I think they was talking about
So yeah, man. And it's crazy because I remember the people on the sideline, they was like, hey, I'm about to fight. I'm like, what y'all fighting for? It was like, bro,
for real.
that shit is crazy.
Our homie, bro, he was saying the same thing, bro. Next thing you know, it was just a big old fight.
So they were saying it on your sideline too. They were saying you want to fight each other again.
Yeah,
That's crazy.
it was really just him, but like once he jumped in there, the rest of the team jumped in there too.
And that's how it was on our sideline. It was just that one player. He was like, bro, I'm about to crash out. I'm like, bro, what?
Right. It's crazy how one player can just shift the energy of the whole game, bro.
Nah, for real. So yeah, that's the year I went there. And who else was there? Keenan was there. Keenan the new name?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was my guy.
Yeah, that's my boy.
Yeah,
Yes, sir.
yeah. I started off at Maine. When I was at Maine, Keenan came in for an official visit, and I was his host.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so ever since then we've been
Small
locked
world,
in.
man.
Yeah, it's crazy. So you were 5'7" at linebacker. And
Mhm.
that's considered undersized. But what do you
Mhm.
say to the people that didn't think you could play at the Division 1 level? Did you have any doubters, or was everybody always on your side? Like, hey, you got this, you can ball.
Nah, there was always a few coaches to believe in me, but all you really need is one coach to really believe in you and just put you in the right position. I've had doubters because of my height my whole career, especially in high school. I went to Parkview High School, and it's like a big football high school down here in Georgia, man. And all the guys were getting D1 offers, and they were big. So
Mhm.
I've been facing that doubt my whole career, man. It ain't nothing new. Even when I got to the HBCU Bowl game, I was still getting doubted. So it is what it is. But it just pushes a fire in me to just keep working harder. And to any undersized guy, bro, just work hard, be the hardest worker in the room, and block out any doubt or any hate, bro. It's gonna be hate and doubt regardless, bro. So don't let it affect you. Just keep doing you.
So what do you say to the people that, because you obviously felt like you was good enough to play at the next level, right? But you wasn't
Yeah.
getting your shine. But you went to a powerhouse high school, right? And it was other people on that team getting D1 offers. So
Mhm.
what do you say to the people that didn't get their shine just yet, but if you stay down through the process, then one day all the work you put in could be worth something?
You just said it perfectly, man.
Mm.
Just keep your head down, keep working, and just have faith in God. Obviously, man. Without God, we wouldn't make it anywhere. Keep your faith, work hard, and just keep your head down. Don't get distracted, and don't feed into any of the negativity, because opportunity's gonna come. All you need is one.
But you almost didn't play your senior year. Why not?
Man, we was like, it's been tough at Morehouse, man.
Mm.
We've been losing 1-9, 3 years in a row.
Whoa, 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 whoa. That was 1-9, 3 years in a row.
Yeah. So
Y'all new head coaches, or they still
yeah,
are going with the
3
same
new
head
head
coach?
coaches,
Wow,
still 1-9, bro. The
wow.
only year we were pretty good was my freshman year. We went 4-6, but we went on like a little winning streak towards the end of the season. But that's the only type of winning I done had here, other
Wow.
than beating Clark Atlanta. But yeah, bro, it's been tough.
Yeah, that game was a shocker. Y'all shocked the world with that one.
Yeah, for some reason, I don't know why. They got us this year. But for
Mhm.
some reason, whenever it's time to play Clark, the whole team just locks in the whole week of practice. I wish we could do that the whole season. But yeah, man, it's been tough. The reason, I also do social media too, man. And I was just thinking, we keep losing, and I'm risking my body just to lose. And I was just in my head, and I was like, man, I just want to focus on my social media and just keep grinding with that and focus on school. But then my girlfriend, she brought me to this church, and basically the pastor says something like, things done out of selflessness is like God will reward you or will bless you for not being selfish.
Mm.
And I got to thinking my team does need me, and I am a captain. So I'm gonna come back regardless whether we win or lose. I'm gonna be there for them. I'm glad I came back because I had the best season that I ever had, and got awards and got into the bowl game and made a lot of new connections and got closer with my friends. So I'm glad I did.
So, like you said, you went from not almost playing your senior year to win the first team all conference, captain of the team, and making the HBCU Legacy Bowl. So, looking back at it, what did this year really teach you?
It taught me that it just reassured me that no matter what adversity you're going through, no matter what you're going through, bro, as long as you have God and you just have the determination and the goal in mind, you can make it through anything, honestly. Because
Mm.
even during the season we were losing all the time, I still had to have that steel mind to try to keep my teammates working hard and keep them from getting distracted, and keeping myself in the game and locked in, and knowing that I gotta just do what I gotta do for the sake of the team, whether we win or lose.
But you act like that's easy, bro, because that's
Bro,
not
it's not
hard. Like,
easy. It's not.
you got all the teams that want to goof around. Now they're like, bro, why we even going to practice? They got.
Exactly. You said that's exactly what they be sounding like too.
Mhm.
But nah, it's not easy, bro. But like I said, it's really like God, bro. Like just keeping me motivated, because going 1-9 3 years in a row, you'll have no motivation. It'll be depleted. Your love for the game might even fade. And you just gotta just stay focused. Watch whatever motivational videos you can find, bro, and just keep it pushing. Keep that
Mhm.
fire lit. That's what I had to do.
So, somebody that's going through a tough time, whether it's in sports or just in real life in general, what advice would you give to them?
My advice would to be, even though it's hard, and even though you feel like you're stuck in a dark abyss, just keep walking forward, keep climbing up, because you can't stay there. If you stay in that dark abyss, you'll fade and you won't be the person that you're always meant to become. So keep moving forward. It's gonna be a light at the end of that dark tunnel, man, and everything will be just fine.
So, you just was at the HBCU Legacy Bowl, but HBCU that's the All Star game, right?
Yeah, yeah, yes, sir.
So, what was your favorite experience being at the Legacy Bowl?
Definitely just meeting all the new players. Everybody there was so genuine and cool, and everybody there had such a winning mindset as well. So coming from where I come from, Morehouse, you're not really surrounded by that that everybody there wants to win and be great and show out for the scouts and do this and that. So that was pretty cool. I love that experience. The food was pretty good too. I love the food. I don't know if any of your viewers are gonna be from New Orleans, but I feel like New Orleans food, it could be a little bit better. But hey, that's just me.
And then that's coming from you in
Yeah,
Georgia. When I went to
yeah,
Georgia, I was like, this food hitting.
yeah. I feel like up north food be a little bit hitting a little bit more, but that's just me.
You think
'Cause I
so?
don't,
In Georgia?
you gotta go to the right spots, man. But maybe cause I'll be going to Jersey, New York, Philly. I haven't been to Maryland. Everywhere I go up north, the food be hitting.
Nah, it do be here. You like you say, you gotta pick your spot. You gotta
Yeah,
definitely pick your spot. But
yeah.
I'm a seafood guy, so I'll be
You
seafood
would
over
love New Orleans, bro. It's seafood every restaurant. Go
there.
and get gumbo and catfish and salmon, and it's seafood heaven in New Orleans.
So what was y'all doing down in New Orleans, like just outside of football tip? Because y'all actually got to be down there, like, dude.
Honestly, our schedule was really similar to fall camp,
Mm,
except no weight rooms or no workouts. Like after
mm,
practice, we had meetings. The meetings would be an hour and a half to 2 hours long. Then we would go eat. Then we would go to the hotel, chill for a little bit. Then we'll have to get up, go to dinner. And then one of the times before dinner, we had to do this community service event for like the kids and help them out too. So they
mm,
kept us busy like all day. Like I wanted to bring my PS5. I'm glad
yeah,
I didn't because I would have never had time to play it. That's how busy
yeah.
they keep you. It's fun though. And it's
Mm-hmm.
really a blessing to be there. And they also had a career fair for us too, and that was really
Wow.
amazing. And a lot of the NFL teams were at the career fair as well, and a lot of
Wow.
other big time companies. So yeah.
So what companies, what coaches at the career fair?
Like they had Adidas, NFL Network,
Mm,
Green Bay Packers, Eagles, the Raiders were there, the Commanders. They had a
mm,
bunch of police companies like stations there, like Dallas Police was there, Edward Jones Finance Company was there, CGI, like computer science type
mm.
company was there. It was so many, like I didn't even get to talk to all of them, but like it was so many.
Wow. And that's the thing, like just being around sports our whole lives, like I didn't realize that there's actually, if you don't make it to the NFL, if you don't make it to the league, you can still be around sports and still have success. And I didn't even realize that, like that front office, it's big, there's money there.
Thing with that, man, is like I think we need to teach our athletes or future generation of athletes, like, yes, give it all you got to get to the league or NFL or CFL, wherever you want to go. But man, like you're a human and you have so many talents, and you're gonna find a lot of things. You're gonna find that you have other passions in life. Football, even if you play 10 years and make it to the Hall of Fame, like you still gonna have to have a backup plan or things you want to do after football. It's gonna end one day. So like I think it's good. We need to teach them that you got other passions in life and don't put all your eggs in one basket, basically.
Yeah, I feel like your career really speaks on that because I saw that you're pursuing for your master's degree, right? And you're intern at Morehouse football strength and conditioning coach. Do you still have aspirations of playing in the NFL, or do you just like, if it's calls, it's good, and if not, this is the route that I like to take as well.
Yeah, I'm on the like right now, like if it happens, it happens. But my mindset is I'm gonna make it to the NFL regardless of whether I gotta make it through strength and conditioning,
Mm,
athletic training. That's the way I'm looking at it. Like I'm gonna make it to the NFL. I might not be a player, but I'm
mm,
at least be a coach type thing.
mm.
And but ultimately, like at the end of the day, I really just want to be my own entrepreneur, bro. Like and just keep building my brand and train other people. Like even when I'm a strength and conditioning coach, I want to train people outside of that. You know what I'm saying? And just keep building my brand, keep building my social media because in the end, my end goal is to inspire millions across the world. That's my end goal.
So, what challenges did you face being at the HBCU Legacy Bowl? Because I know it wasn't always
Mm.
good times and sunshine. Was
Yeah.
there any challenges you faced?
Yeah, for sure. Like for one thing, the biggest, like luckily I train a lot and I'm strong. And shout out to my coach Julius Williams. He got me right. Trained very hard, like for the bowl game and stuff like that. So basically all the players were bigger, like D1 level. I feel like that's the only difference, to be honest. Like everybody else, they still make the same mistakes, like the same mental mistakes. Everything's still the same except they're bigger. But luckily because I'm strong, like the lineman wasn't too much of a challenge for me at all, really. And I'm also shorter, so it's harder for them to block me. One thing I did have a challenge with was like one-on-ones. Like, the running backs and receivers, they are fast, like
Mm.
crazy fast. So that's the one thing I did struggle with, but everything else, like I handled very well.
It's funny you said that because I had a guest, Trajan Spiller. Were you able to meet him out there?
What team was he on? The Robinson or
I want to say he was on the other team, not Team Robinson, the other one. You
okay,
said
the
you
team
mentioned.
Gator?
Yeah,
What
yeah.
position he play?
He played receiver. He was at Prairie View. He said the same. He was like, man, it was fast. It was covering from sideline to sideline. It's just like
Yeah.
everybody out there talented. So nah,
Yeah,
for sure.
that's the thing. Yeah, everybody out there was first team all conference, so it's really like the best of the best will shine through.
So do you think the HBCU Legacy Bowl served its purpose of getting these players to the next level?
I believe so. Like we definitely had the opportunity. Like all 32 teams at the practices. So and they had a combine and it was invite only. Surprisingly, some of the players decided not to run. I don't know why. They had all the NFL teams there and they decided not to run. But
Them running might have hurt their draft stock right
yeah,
there.
probably. Teams were there, CFL teams were there, UFL was there, and they would talk to certain players, like whoever they wanted to talk to after practice. I
Mhm.
didn't see them talking to many players though,
Mhm.
mainly just like the D linemen and stuff. Yeah, like they were there though.
Mhm.
And just the fact that they were there is a blessing and an opportunity that HBCU players didn't have back in the day. Like for us to just have a bowl game where we can showcase our talent and the NFL teams can come is like a blessing.
So, do you feel like competing in that game, like the All-Star game, is it very different from competing in a regular season game, or do you think it's about the same? Like it's just all schemes and stuff.
I would say it's less intense on your mental because for one, everybody has to play. So in your head, you're already like, I'm not going to play the whole game type thing. Scheme wise, defensively, we only had two plays. Cover three or man, that's it.
What?
Whole game. Yeah, and there was no blitzing. No blitzing was allowed. Yeah, that's crazy.
That's crazy.
Yeah, and then offense wise, they're not allowed. The quarterback was not allowed to run, but the other team's quarterback kept running for some reason. I would say it's less intense, and it's like you're a team, but y'all didn't have time to build that team like
Chemistry.
chemistry and
Mhm.
camaraderie. It really feels like y'all just playing like a football game, but on TV. It's fun because it's like a pickup game. That's what it feels like.
Yeah, and that's crazy. You said because I'm thinking about quarterback brand. I'm like
Mhm.
cover three, man. Come on, deep all day. Like what?
Yeah,
That's crazy.
that's it, man. We only had two coverages the whole week.
That's wild. So what? Like, talk about. So what the meetings about? You say y'all had meetings for hour
Oh,
and coaching.
we'll just be watching film and like the coaches would just critique every little thing from every position. That's why it took so long because like
Mhm.
we'll watch inside 7-on-7. We even watched the 1-on-ones. We even watched team, of course. That's what took so long and just making sure everybody understands what they're doing.
So what does it mean to you to play in the HBC Legacy Bowl?
It means the world to me, man, because the fact that I'm only the third Morehouse player to ever play there is truly a blessing to me, man. And just the fact that I wasn't going to play my senior season and just seeing how I came back and God blessed me and I just made it this far and just making my family proud, like it truly means a lot to me. And just building my story, like football wise, like I just want people to know, like, look at my story and just be inspired because, like, I was the shortest guy there. So, like, just being the shortest guy there and making it there and, having a great season and just competing and being able to play for those scouts, man, it truly means a lot. And it's what every kid dreams of. So, yeah, that's what it means to me.
So this next segment is a financial trivia brought to you by Off the Field Financial. What I found out is that most people are looking for ways to make more money without having to get another job. So these next questions are going to be trivia on the finance tip.
Okay, shoot. Hey, hopefully you can teach me some things. I ain't even
For
really.
sure.
Yeah, okay, bet.
Do you know what the rule of 72 is?
Nah, no, sir. I don't really.
Cool, cool, cool. So the rule is 72 divided by the interest rate, and that's how long it's going to take for your money to double. So
Okay,
last year, the stock market and one of our financial products did 24%. So 72 divided by 24 is going to take 3 years for your money to double. So that's the
okay.
rule of 72.
That's good enough.
Um, yeah. Do you know the difference between term and whole life insurance?
No, I don't.
All right, cool. So term is basically temporary, say 15 or 30 years. It's
Mhm.
temporary, right? It covers you if you get in any accidents, if you pass away, they're going to say, hey, I'll give you $1 million to take care of yourself to make sure that you're good, right?
Mhm.
And whole life is basically the same thing, but it's for your whole life. But not only does it cover you, it also builds cash value and it builds money. So now you're investing your money, but it's going to the insurance policy as well. So a
Mhm.
lot of times, have you heard the term of become your own bank or building your own bank?
I have heard of that before.
Okay, yeah. So they use the IUL product. So it builds cash value and you can pull from it tax free whenever you want to. So now you have liquid cash, but the cool thing about it is if the money is in the account, it's still showing and it's still growing interest like the money has never been taken out of. And so now you're creating compound interest and a whole bunch of stuff. Do you have a retirement plan already set up?
No, I don't.
All right, cool. So what I realized is retirement is basically it's not an age, it's a mindset, and it's basically saying how good is your money set up. Because I know people that's retired at age 30. I also know some people that retired at the retirement age at age 65. And I know some people that retired at 40 or 50. So it really depends on how well your money is set up and what are you invested in. And I'm a big preacher on diversifying your portfolio. So
Mhm.
having your money in various places, creating assets for you. So that's what we also do at Off the Field Financial. We
Oh, that's good.
diversify your portfolio and make sure that you're good.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Appreciate you, man.
No problem. This is what I do. And I love to get back to the athletes because I was a former athlete. I got 2 master's degrees and they never
Hey,
taught us.
congrats.
I appreciate it. Yeah. So when I was at Savannah State, that's when I got my second one. I was getting my MBA. But
Okay.
they
Yo,
never told
congrats.
us anything about money. So that's why I'm really passionate about
Yeah.
telling the athletes and just putting us on.
Yeah, facts.
So what motivated you to even start making content, bro? Because that's tough.
Man, so the crazy thing about this is I was making like workout slash motivational videos in high school, but back then, I would get made fun of for it. And this was like before TikTok was popular. So I was just posting on Instagram. It was like 2018. Like, well, I guess TikTok was out, but nobody really had it back then.
Mhm.
But when COVID hit, I've always had the mindset of like, I've always been a creative person. I've always loved art. I've always loved motivating or inspiring people. And when I found out that I could post on TikTok, that's when I just hit the ground running with that and just started posting. It really started COVID, like a little bit after COVID, like 2021. I started posting a workout video. Then eventually I posted like some anime video. I turned to like Jiren. You watch Dragon Ball Z?
Yeah, yeah, I know.
Yeah, I used to be bald. Like I used to cut my hair off like a lot.
Really.
So and everybody would be like, I look Jiren. So I did like a little Jiren video. Then that blew up. That was like my first video to go viral. Then I was like,
Mhm.
dang, okay, so I can really do this. And that's when, what I'm saying, I just kept going with it, going with it. And today, and I'm nowhere near where I want to be, but I'm gonna keep going.
You said people was making fun of you. So first
Yeah,
of all, what was they saying? And second of all, what made you push through that and still continue to create content?
they was calling me like lame. They was calling me like Lil Grant, and they was saying sending my screen recording my videos and send it to their group chat. What I'm saying, the seniors and juniors at that time. And what really helped me push through that was like my own determination and also watching anime too. Like you
Mhm.
see guys like Rock Lee getting bullied, Underdog, and I always look at myself as Rock Lee or like a Naruto type character, just an underdog who got bullied and pushed around and they persevered and came out stronger, and that's how I envisioned myself. But another reason that helped me push through that was my best friend Kobe Wilson. He was an upperclassman, but he was like one of the only upperclassmen to actually believe in me and like actually be friends with me and not look at me as a lame because he's like a nerd like me, but he wasn't like outward with it. You know what I'm saying? He's a D1 linebacker. He played at SMU, trying to get to the NFL now. But yeah, those are the reasons that helped me push through that.
So you telling me, bro, you lost friends and you lost some friends that you was cool with just off of the social media content you was posting?
I mean, I thought they was my friends, but like,
Mm,
you know how fake people be. They wasn't really my friends for real. And then when I started posting content for real, like to be consistent with it, a lot
mhm,
of people from my high school unfollowed, but like I didn't let that affect me either. I didn't really care.
mm.
And then I started building my own community of my own and having my own supporters and my own followers. So that's just I guess that's a cause and effect or like a cost of, trying to be great on social media. You gonna have fake people unfollow you and talk trash behind your back, bro, but you just gotta keep going.
And that's what stops a lot of people, bro, because like I've been at some podcasting events, I've been at different events, and they're so worried about what the outside world would think of them. And
Hmm.
they're so worried about just different things, and it stops them, it prohibits them.
Hmm.
But you're saying, hey, I went through it all. I went to
Yeah,
people talking bad about me, sending my videos out, making fun of me, losing
right.
some big friends that in the long run you're glad that they're not there, but it had to show you, right? So do
Right.
you feel like everything was done for a reason, or do you feel like
I feel like everything you go through, everybody's on their own journey, bro. And everything you go through is to build you up, make you a stronger person, evolve you to the next level and stage of your life, bro. And I definitely wouldn't be the person I am today if I didn't get bullied or made fun of and, called lame, things like that. I wouldn't be who I am today. And to speak on the people that's like, they be caring too much about what other people think, like, look at it like this, bro. Like, people be scrolling on their phones all day, every day. It takes like 2 seconds, 5 seconds out of their lives. If you post a video, you think somebody like really got that on their mind 24/7 and making fun of you. They really don't, bro. Like just ignore it. Like it don't matter what other people think, bro. Just do you at the end of the day. It's your platform, it's your page, bro. Post what you want to post.
So somebody that's starting, right, and they don't know where to start, they don't know how to start, and they have courage issues, right? What's some advice that you would tell them on how to get started and why you should get started?
Well, first off, on why you should get started. If this is what you want to do, I know nowadays everybody wants to try to hop on social media. I helped a lot of people get started, and then they realize it's not what they want to do because it's an actual grind too. Also get discouraged because they post a video and then it flops and only gets like 2 views or 30 views. But I was like that too. Mine was like that too. But the reason I kept going also is because I posted what I love to do. So when those videos didn't do that good or flopped a little bit and it didn't really affect me as much because I was posting what I love regardless. So that means you're gonna post it no matter how many views you get. So my advice would be don't worry about what other people think and then post what you love, but post different things of what you love because you gotta find your niche on social media. You don't know what's gonna pop off. It could be your clothing or it could be anime or it could be working out or it could be podcasting. Like you don't know what's gonna pop off. So just try different things. And once you find your niche, be consistent, bro. Like with short form content, you gotta be consistent. I would say post every day, at least twice a day. When I started growing, I was posting like 3 times every single day. So that's how I grew. And everybody grows in different ways, but that's my advice.
And that's it. It's funny as you said that, bro, because I'm going through it right now with podcasts. It's like if I post 1 time a day, I maximize my views. But when I post 3 times a day, it doesn't really maximize my views. And it's like, is it that my algorithm needs to catch up, or I'm not
Look
sure
at it
which way
like
to
this.
go?
Look at it like this. This is how I look at it, right? Because there's been a times where I posted 6 times in
Mm.
one day, right?
Wow,
But my sixth video blew up and had 10 million views. So it
really?
don't matter how many times you post, bro, as long as it's quality and can affect other people. So I think if you're posting a lot, that's gonna keep lowering the views. That's not true. Basically, like the algorithm like a wave or like a jackpot kind of. Like the more you post, the more chances of the jackpot hitting or like one of your videos popping off and reaching the right people, bro. So don't think like posting a lot is bad. Like post as
Mhm.
much as you can.
No, no.
But you want to like if you post a podcast at like 1 o'clock,
Mhm.
give it like 2-3 hours before you post again. Space it out like that,
Check
but
it out.
but post as much as you want. Post as
Mhm.
much as you can.
So, who are your top 5 anime characters?
Gosh, I'm so glad you asked.
Yeah,
All right. So number one, we're gonna go Goku. All right,
Goku.
he's the GOAT. All right, I don't count.
Goku got the number 1 spot.
Yeah, number one, number
Okay,
one.
okay.
Then I'm gonna go Naruto. He was always doubted. He's always got bullied, got outcasted by the village, still made it on top and achieved his dreams. Number three, I'm gonna say Asta from Black Clover because I see so much of myself in him, and he's just like he's short, but he's one of the strongest in his universe, and he's swole too. So I just really love Asta. I'm gonna say Rin Goku from Demon Slayer. Like I just love like how much of like a big brother figure he was, and just how heroic and proud he was. Like just his personality. Like I just love that jump, bro. And then I'm gonna say 5. I'm gonna say either I'm about to say All Might from My Hero Academia because he's
Okay.
the number one hero, role model for like so many people, bro, and he's just him. I love All Might.
So now we get to the hot seat question of the interview. It's like a game show, but you win nothing.
Okay, that's better.
What did you have on your childhood bedroom walls?
I had the New York Giants, Justin Tuck, like a balloon head. I'm a New York Giants fan, so I had Giant stuff all over my wall.
Okay, cool, cool, cool. You're a New York Giants fan, but you live
I know, it's crazy. I know it's crazy. Like I started watching football when they went to
uh
the Super Bowl when I was like a little kid. I seen the Giants versus the Patriots, and that's what made me fall in love and like love the Giants. And then I found Ray Lewis, and Ray Lewis inspired me way more. So that's how I fell in love with football. So yeah, the
Okay.
Giants is a team I ever seen on TV. So that's why I'm a Giants fan.
Okay, that makes sense. That makes sense then. Who is your celebrity crush growing up?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox. Okay, cool, cool, cool.
Or Megan Good. Megan Good or Megan Fox. Either one of the Megan.
Okay, cool. And what was your welcome to college football moment?
I'll say fall camp. Morehouse, Morehouse, we didn't have a stadium back then. The weight room was abysmal, like dirty. Like my high school weight room was better. Morehouse, they teach you always gotta find a way regardless. So we found a way. We was riding hot vans with no AC to practice, like to the high school stadium because we didn't have no stadium and just practicing like every day. Like my first fall camp was like my welcome to football moment. And also If you mean like game wise, they had me
Mhm.
on kickoff return in the front lines, and I don't care what nobody said. Nobody likes that junk, bro.
At
We actually played Savannah State, and
Mhm.
I was sick that game. We came to y'all stadium, and
Mhm.
I was on kickoff return, and I was blocking some light skinned guy. I don't even think he cared about the ball, bro. Like I was a freshman, he was running full speed. He just came and knocked me out, bro. Like on kickoff return, bro. But yeah, that was like two of my welcome to football.
When he knocked you out, with your feet up in the air, or is this like, oh
It
yeah,
was
he
like a
no.
thing of like he was coming full speed. He just like came in, but like I like the ref didn't see it, but I had grabbed his leg, so he didn't
Mhm.
get the tackle, so he fell after. But yeah,
Oh, okay.
he just ran me straight over. He was skinny, so I think
Mhm.
he could do that. But like
Yeah.
yeah.
I appreciate you for coming on today's show, bro. Anything you want to say to your fans and supporters out there that's watching?
First off, I want to say thank you to you, man, for having me here. It's truly a blessing and an honor. Keep doing
Yeah,
what you're doing. You're doing an amazing thing and an amazing job, man. And
appreciate
to any of the supporters and anybody watching, keep striving for your dreams. Never give up and keep your faith in God. And no matter what you're going through, just know you're going to make it out.